beer, it's good for you.
Hello and welcome to the video. We will enjoy a great pint of beer, but have you ever wondered just how many calories are in your favourite brew? And more importantly, how you can enjoy amazing beer without the extra calories? Today I'll reveal secrets to brewing great tasting beer that won't weigh you down, including tips for crafting recipes with all the flavour but with fewer calories. So let's get to it. Let's start by breaking down the average calorie counts for some popular beer styles. Firstly, we have IPAs. If you were to drink a 6.5% ABV IPA, then this will give you about 200 calories per 12 ounce or 355 milliliter serving. Keep in mind that 2,500 calories is a healthy daily amount of calories for a full-size adult, so if you are smashing the IPAs on a Friday night on top of your 3 square meals a day, then it's highly likely you'll be way over this limit. Also keep in mind that if you're in Europe, then the average serving size is going to be 568 milliliters rather than 355 milliliters. So then you are looking at a massive 320 calories per glass, which means those 8 pints on a Friday night will put you over your calorie limit without any food being eaten that day. What about pale ales then? Well, not the best news really, as these are almost as high for a 5.5% beer at 170 calories per 12 ounce or 355 milliliter serving. The European 568 milliliter serving here being 272 calories, which is still very high per glass. Let's now look at a standard lager of 5% ABV. Surely that would be better, and it is, but you still have 150 calories for a 12 ounce or 355 milliliter serving, whereas a 568 milliliter European serving contains 240 calories approximately. I think I can guess what you're thinking now. Surely light lagers will be much better. Light lagers do a little bit better, as a 4.2% ABV lager has about 120 calories in a 12 ounce or 355 milliliter serving. However, a 568 milliliter serving for us Europeans contains 192 calories. So if all you drank were 3 12-ounce servings of light lager, you were still looking at 360 calories, which is still quite a chunk, let's face it, even though you thought you were doing so well. So where do all of these calories come from? Well, it's mainly two things. Firstly, it's the alcohol content. Alcohol has about 7 calories per gram, so the higher the ABV, the more calories. For context, a 750 milliliter bottle of Jameson Irish whiskey has 1,657 calories. It's just as well most of us take some time drinking this. Then we have residual sugars. These are unfermented sugars left in the beer, adding sweetness for balance and of course even more calories. So how do we reduce those calories while still crafting a beer that tastes amazing? Thankfully this is quite simple. Here are the key areas to focus on. Firstly, and I guess you knew this was coming, aim for a moderate ABV. Alcohol contributes significantly to calories, so targeting 3 to 4% ABV for example, or even less can make a big difference. Use fewer fermentable sugars during the mash, or adjust your grain bill to include more of the lighter malts like Pilsner or Pale Ale. Next, you should maximise your fermentation. To do this, choose highly attenuative strains that ferment out as much sugar as possible, leaving less residual sweetness. Some great options here are US-05 for clean ales, or Lallemand Nova Lager for clean lagers, or Mangrove Jack's Belgian Triple for Belgian styles with its added spice and fruity esters. If you want to take this even further and go bone dry, then look at this video shown on screen after this one for a new range of yeast that suits many styles from Fermentis in 2024, with added enzymes to push this further without any complexity. Remember, the drier you go, the less calories you'll have in the end beer. Low-calorie beers can feel rather thin, but you can fix that using non-fermentable ingredients like carapils or maltodextrin. These add body and mouthfeel without contributing to the calories. Avoid crystal or caramel malts, as these are among the highest in calories contribution. Wheat malt can also be used, but avoid oats as they contribute more calories compared. Next, you can focus on flavour with hops. Hops are your best friend when brewing low-calorie beers. Late additions or dry hopping can add bold aromas and flavours without increasing calories. For example, Citra, Mosaic and Galaxy hops bring bright, juicy character to your beer. Naturally here, these additions can be minimal or subtle if they suit the style you're brewing, and frankly in a lighter style a small amount of hops can go a very long way. You should also mash for maximum fermentability. Mash your grains at a lower temperature. At the highest, go up to around 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 degrees Celsius. This creates more fermentable sugars so that the yeast can convert more of them into alcohol, leaving fewer residual sugars. You should also use your adjuncts wisely. Avoid molasses, coconut or maple syrup, as these will leave a high amount of residual sugar. However, adjuncts like rice or corn can lighten the body of the beer while providing highly fermentable sugars. This helps keep the beer crisp and calorie conscious. You can also use cane or dextrose sugars, as these are highly fermentable too. So if you put all of this together, then in many cases you will be able to reduce the calories of your beers down by quite a substantial amount. Remember, brewing low-calorie beer doesn't necessarily mean compromising on flavour. By focusing on the right techniques, like using hops for bold flavours, mashing for fermentability, and controlling alcohol levels, then you can create beers that taste just as good as their full-calorie counterparts. So what is your go-to low-calorie beer style? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let me know which beer styles or flavour thoughts you would like me to share low-calorie recipes for. I do hope that you found this video interesting, and if the demand is high enough, then I could consider a whole series of low-calorie beer recipes in the future. I do hope that you found this video useful, informative and interesting. If so, why not consider liking and subscribing? For further support, you can join the channel's Facebook group, and if you would like to support the channel, then check out the channel's merchandise store, as all profits go back into the channel. Until next time, happy brewing!